Welcome to Soul Living. Take a breath, slow down, and let design remind you how peace feels. In the rush of modern life, our small yards often become forgotten corners, piles of tools, faded grass, or simply empty space. Yet within these modest patches lies the potential for profound stillness. Today we unveil Serenity Blooms, 7 silence and stone secrets for inner calm, small yard. Drawing from the timeless wisdom of Japanese Zen gardens, we transform limited square footage into sanctuaries of raked gravel, weathered rocks, and mindful placement. No sprawling estates required. Using affordable stones from your local supplier and a few hours of intentional arrangement, discover how silence itself becomes the most luxurious feature. Each secret is a whisper of balance. Light meeting shadow, texture meeting breath, chaos meeting order. Whether you seek a morning meditation spot or an evening retreat from screens, these 7 compositions prove that true calm needs only space enough for the soul to land. Let's walk softly together through stone and stillness. A single breath of wind, and the gravel ripples like still water. In this first secret, we begin with the simplest act, raking. Curved lines sweep outward from central stone, mimicking waves frozen mid-motion. The yard is barely 10 feet across, yet the pattern creates an illusion of depth. Morning light catches the ridges, casting delicate shadows that shift with the sun. You step outside barefoot. The cool stones ground you instantly. No plants compete for attention. Only the rhythmic lines and the quiet philosophy of wabi-sabi, beauty in imperfection. Each rake mark is a meditation. Each evening you refresh the pattern, releasing the day's tension into the earth. The space feels larger than its borders, a pocket universe where time slows. Neighbors pass and pause, drawn by the hush. Here, maintenance becomes ritual, and ritual becomes healing. One bold boulder rises from a sea of pale gravel, like an island of permanence in a shifting world. This second secret teaches weight and balance. The stone, weathered and moss-kissed, anchors the entire composition. Around it, smaller pebbles form concentric rings, each layer a softer gray. Golden hour light paints the rock in warm amber, while recessed ground lights ensure it glows gently after dusk. You sit on the edge of your porch. The boulder becomes a silent companion. No words needed. Its presence reminds you that strength can be still. Children learn to trace the rings with sticks, discovering geometry in stillness. Rain arrives. The water beads and rolls, leaving no trace. The island remains. In this small yard, you've created a monument to resilience, visible from every window, felt in every heartbeat. A narrow path of flat, stepping stones crosses the gravel bed, each slab spaced just enough to encourage mindful steps. This third secret is about journey. The stones are reclaimed slate, cool and slightly uneven, perfect for slowing the pace. Low bamboo fences cast linear shadows that dance across the path at noon, creating a living sundial. You walk the bridge each morning. The crunch beneath your feet is the only sound. The path leads nowhere and everywhere, to a bench, to a gate, to the center of yourself. Lanterns of frosted glass line the edges, glowing softly at twilight. The space feels like a haiku, brief, structured, profound. Even delivery workers tread lightly here. The bridge teaches that transition itself can be sacred, and in a small yard, every step becomes ceremony. Where gravel meets boundary, a ribbon of moss softens the edge, like breath between thoughts. This fourth secret embraces living texture. The moss is shade-grown, velvet underfoot, thriving in the yard's single corner of dappled light. Stone lanterns peek through the green veil, their surfaces patinaed with age. You kneel to touch the moss. It's cool, damp, alive. The contrast with crisp gravel heightens every sensation. Rainy days turn the moss emerald, dry spells mute it to sage, both beautiful. A single ceramic bowl collects water, reflecting sky and stone. The space invites lingering. You read here, nap here, propose here. The moss veil blurs the line between garden and home, reminding you that softness and strength coexist. In this small yard, life persists quietly, beautifully beneath the surface. As daylight fades, solar lanterns awaken, casting pools of warm light across the stones. This fifth secret is about transition from day to night. The lanterns are hand-thrown clay, imperfect and honest. Their glow reflects in the raked gravel, doubling the serenity. You host friends. Conversation softens under the amber haze. The yard, once invisible after sunset, now feels intimate, enclosed by light. A single overhead string of Edison bulbs traces the fence line, mimicking stars. The space becomes a stage for quiet rituals, tea ceremonies, stargazing, silent gratitude. Even alone, the lanterns keep vigil. Their light says, darkness is not empty, it is full of possibility. In this small yard, night becomes the most generous room of the house. Tucked against the fence, a low teak bench faces the stone garden, like a listener to silence. This sixth secret is about invitation. The bench is weathered silver, its grain telling stories of sun and rain. Cushions of muted linen invite sitting, staying. From here, the entire composition unfolds. Raked lines, island stone, moss veil, lantern glow. You journal at dawn. The bench holds your secrets. Children use it as a stage for imaginary worlds. The wood warms quickly in sunlight, cools slowly at night. A small side table holds a single succulent, nothing more needed. The bench teaches presence. To sit is to arrive. In this small yard, the simplest furniture becomes a throne of mindfulness. At the heart of the design, nothing. A perfect circle of untouched gravel, raked daily into concentric rings. This final secret is the boldest, embracing Ma, the Japanese concept of negative space. No stone, no plant, no lantern occupies the center. Only possibility. Morning light fills it. Evening shadows stretch across it. You stand at the edge and feel the pull of emptiness, not lack, but abundance. The circle becomes a mirror for the sky, a canvas for wind patterns, a stage for falling leaves. Guests instinctively lower their voices here. The empty center teaches release. What we leave out is as powerful as what we include. In this small yard, you've created infinity within finite borders.